What's up, everybody? What's going on? We're back at it. It's been a little bit, you know. I got my warm-ups down. So last place we left off. Again, welcome. I am, set myself a goal. I want to get IFBB PRO by next year, end of next year. Maybe a year and a half. Maybe, we shall see. But I'll definitely get at least one show in by next year. So that's my goal, right? Just came back from vacay. I took a few months off because I had surgery. So I'm back at it, getting back into the swing of things. Last video we talked about how it was actually my first day back into the gym. So I was just going through the motions. I was doing multiple body parts at once, just because I'm trying to warm up the muscles. You know what I mean? You gotta get them a little bit warm. So warmed them up. The first week was very light. Don't want to injure yourself, you know what I mean? So I was going light, still relatively medium to high intensity. But second week, here we go, baby. High intensity for sure. I'm back at it. So started working out pretty hard again. And honestly, for like maybe 2.5 months off, my strength came back real quick. Shocked me, honestly, because I stopped all supplements, meaning like creatine, protein. I wasn't really eating on vacation because I was doing like 20 miles a day of walking throughout the cities, country, whatever, because I was in Europe. So shit ton of walking, so I was burning a shit ton of calories. I wasn't really eating much because I was on the road, going left, going right, going all over the place. So with my calories low, stopped creatine, stopped protein, obviously I lost some weight. I lost like 20 pounds, you know what I mean? It's quite a bit. So I wasn't happy about that when I came back, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? You gotta have some fun. So weight's starting to climb back up. I gained probably like 2 pounds back. It could be just water weight. It could be the muscles are filling with glycogen again. I started creatine supplementation again as well. So I'm not loading. I'm just doing 5 grams a day. So that shouldn't really affect the weight as of right now. It's gonna take like a full month and a half maybe for the creatine to fully kick in. But strength is good. Started working out with one of my buddies at the gym, and he goes high intensity, right? So obviously if he's going high intensity, I'm going high intensity. Definitely don't want to look like a baby, So we've been going at it. Today was chest day. I actually do have some videos of me working out. You'll see a little sneak peek on types of workouts that we're doing. So we started off with dumbbells. I never use dumbbells for chest, right? I always do barbell. He always does dumbbell. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try it out. And let me tell you, it was intense. We had a few different angles for the upper chest, for the middle chest. I never do decline. I don't think that's really important. My decline, my bottom chest is super developed. Upper chest for everyone usually is underdeveloped, so I focus on that. Definitely focus on the upper chest. Everyone's lacking, in my opinion. Trying to get that shelf, you know what I mean? So we did a bunch of upper chest, and let me tell you, this is gonna get my chest sore for sure. So like I said, we did some dumbbells. the only barbell work we did was close grip bench for the tries at the end of the workout. So, you know, probably get back into barbell eventually, but as of right now, it was just dumbbells. And it was good. Dumbbells and then some machines as well. So I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna pose, I'm gonna show where my physique is at right now. This is week 1, so last time was week 0, now we're at week 1. So I'm gonna do these progress videos showing where I'm at in the process. You know, let's see if you could see me blow up a little bit. Maybe I'll see myself, you know, going from a scrawny little baby to a little bigger guy. You know, I already noticed my sleeves have been getting tighter, so that's awesome. You know, they were super loose beforehand from not working out the arms, but now they're a little bit tighter, so that's awesome. So I do travel for work too sometimes, and that's gonna be a little bit difficult, but you know, I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do and what I usually do for when I travel for work. You know, hotels have gyms, but there's also gyms nearby. I could just Uber over to one of the gyms and check that out, do a day pass or something like that. So I'm not too stressed about that. And I'm going to focus on rest days, putting rest days during the travel time, just to, you know, offset a little bit, because obviously the hotel gyms are not going to be as good. The gym I go to right now has, you know, some old school equipment that I love. You know, the plate loaded machines and everything. I think those are the best. So yeah, this guy's trying to cut me off. No, not today, buddy. Alright. So yeah, let me do a little physique update. I'm also recording my meal preps. I'm gonna include the recipes too if you guys want to try them out. You know, they're nothing spectacular, but they are flavorful. Some of my favorite recipes I'll put up there. And the thing is, they're easy. You just put it in the crock pot and go. You know, set it up in the morning, stuff everything in there, come back at night, bada bing bada boom, put it in the Tupperware and you're good to go. So shouldn't be too much of a problem. So I actually just ordered some more protein. I was running out. You know, I've had the same protein for a while, and I'm gonna start amping it up a little bit. I'm trying to gain some size. So winter's coming, days are shorter. I'm gonna try to gain some size. So like I said, I'm still doing the 5 grams per day for creatine. I'm going to start working out a little bit longer, and on the days I do go with my buddy at the gym, we go hard. So I'm gonna definitely go to the max. Yeah, there's gonna be some days where it's going to be a little bit less intense, just because, you know, your body gets tired and everything. But, you know, just go through the motions, at least, to the very least, if you're that tired. You know, I try to push through and actually still work out very intensely. Like today, I was actually very tired. Stepped into the gym, and here I am. I'm wired right now. So that's what the gym does to me. Definitely full of energy, and I love it. I love it. Also, don't really take caffeine, so pre-workout usually off the table. Now I will say, first week back I did take some caffeine, but today I did not, and I feel amazing. So I never really take caffeine, just because I don't need it. You know, I'm pretty energetic without caffeine. No coffees in the morning, no matcha tea drinks or lattes or whatever. No, I don't need that. I do not need that. I'm usually pretty energetic, and then throughout the day I tailor my meals to be not in high glycemic, not have high glycemic foods, basically it's not spike the insulin, right? I like slow digesting carbs, so like brown rice. It's going to be more slow digesting, a little bit more fiber, and then that is going to slowly release the carbs and not spike the insulin like, you know, a bag of chips or some peanut butter crackers. No, save those for before your workout, 30 minutes to an hour before the workout. It's going to fuel the workout. You know, some fast acting carbs. But yeah, I tailor my meals to be a little bit more slow acting, and honestly it helps. Ever since I switched to brown rice, it's phenomenal. Energy levels are stable, so that is good. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I'll see you guys next week, but first let me go upstairs and do a little bit of posing and see where I'm at. Let's go. So gonna keep training, keep you guys updated, keep eating clean, you know what I mean? It's all about the diet and the effort that you put in the gym. Both are equally as important, so it's a little difficult to get you ready, so see you guys next week, and then between you'll see some of my funny stupid videos, so see you next time.